I hope it's visible now.
Yep, very visible.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Brenda. So, good afternoon, everyone. I just want to take this time to greet you all. I hope you are doing well and you're having a good weekend since it's Easter holiday. I just want to thank you for showing up today, and I hope we will have a good meeting. Your presenter today, I'll be the one guiding you and going through vision casting, career mapping, and strategic goal setting. I hope we will work through this together, and if you have any questions, you can let us know through the chat bot, or you can raise your hand. Ms. Brenda will give you a chance, and you can ask any question. So without wasting much time, let's jump quickly into vision casting, career mapping, and strategic goal setting. I know all of us, we know what is vision. We all have vision. A good career, and also we have goals. From the first slide, we can see something like, if you don't decide your future, life will decide it for you. When you see this sentence, when you just come across this sentence for the first time, what does your mind tells you about this? Do you feel something related? Do you feel like in what you've been in this situation whereby you failed to plan yourself, your life, and by bad luck, life decided your next move? This is what happens on a daily basis. As much as we want to assume like things will be okay, but we forget that things will always be okay if we do something about it. We don't just keep saying things will be okay and you're not doing anything about it. And this is where most of us, or most people fail, because we go to school, we study hard, we get good results, but now what happens in school cannot be transferred directly to real life. Yes, sometimes you had even your teachers telling you, like, after the university, after you doing the course that you wanted to do, you will get this job, you'll start earning immediately, and that's it. Nobody tells you what happens when you come out here, because it's two different places. And that's something most people have assumed for a very long time. And when they come out here now, life will decide for them, because they were not ready for this. They were not ready to understand. They were not ready. Nobody told them, like, before you finishing maybe your university, these are the things we should know. Life out there is different from life in there, and what you are supposed to do in order to adapt and move on with your life smoothly without facing any difficulty. That's why we are here today to discuss about this interesting topic of vision casting, career mapping, and strategic goal setting. What is vision mapping? Let's go to the introduction. Let's talk about what happens in real life, and what we are going to do in order to make sure that we don't end up being the people who are not meant to be, because of the situation, because of the life challenges we have faced. So before even us going far, let's just look at, let's fast forward our life. Everyone, this is a reflection exercise. You just have to think. You just have to visualize, like, if nothing changes, where will you be in 3 years to come? If nothing changes now completely, what will happen in the next 3 years? Because we all hope, we all pray that something happens. We all pray that maybe God can help us open the doors that we've been knocking for long. But by bad luck, God forbid, nothing changes by the end of three years. Who will tell me, like, they will want to be in the same place or in the same situation they are in right now. Anyone? Same struggle, same confusion, same excuses. Still the same. Will really anyone want to be in a certain state? Just take a few moments, just reflect, just visualize, and tell us. I'm telling you, you can write in the. Just give me a moment. Hold on. Just give me just 1 second.
Right. As you come back, you have 2 comments for you to raise your voice. So try to do that.
Okay, sure.
Rồi trái cho nên nhận thức nữa cái qua đây có
Recording in progress.
Hello. I hope my voice is clear now.
Loud and clear.
Okay, thank you. So while I was saying, I hope each and everyone have reflected or visualized on their lives in the next 3 years. And I'm sure most of you don't like where you are now. And you really love something to change. You really love to see change in your life and a progress, not just being stuck where you are and nothing is moving on. That's why we are here today to discuss this amazing session. So let's talk about vision. Most of the time, we say we have visions, but we really don't understand what is vision and what is it that it's a differentiator from what we've been thinking. basically, when we talk about the definition of fission, it's not a statement. It's not like a paragraph where I'm going to decide that fission is this and this and this, and that's it. This is something strategic. This is something that has weight. And if you fail to understand your fission, that's the beginning of your downfall. First of all, faith is fission is not a dream, because most of the time we confuse a dream and a vision. Yes, there are similarities, but if you define vision in terms of dream, you'll get lost, because dream is something else and vision is something else. What is it? First, we define vision as identity. Identity, because this is who you are, this is who you want to be. You define vision in you seeing yourself in that person you want to be in the next 10 years. Because if you fail to see yourself in the next 10 years, that thing, that person you want to be, that means you will fail to achieve what you want. And that's why we take the first feature of vision as being an identity. It defines you. It gives you the purpose of being whatever you are meant to be. The next thing is vision as a direction of life. You want to be maybe you want to be a doctor. Yes, you've been studying medicine for 7 years, and you know that this is something that needs a lot of effort. Yes, you've done really well in school. You've even graduated with good grades, but for you to become that renowned doctor whom you want to be, or to be called in the near future, it doesn't just come from qualification. It's come from the experience, from the lived experience you are supposed to start building right now. Because you can't be somebody without an experience. Yes, you have everything, you even have the papers. But what happens with the papers without practice? Because what you learned and what you are applying now are two different things. You've learned, yes, you have the skills, but now it's the application that will differentiate you from the other people. It's the application that will make you great compared to the other people. That is the urge of you being who you want to be. The effort you are putting will determine where you will be in the next 5 years. You know, we all have like the things you want to be. Some have dreams, some have a lot of different things they want to be. And that's why you find that in an organization, people graduate with the same, maybe in school or in the university or colleges, people graduate with some with the same grades. But you'll find that somebody else will be promoted in the next 2 years. Someone else will take 10 years to be promoted to the next. Some even die before getting a promotion. What is the differentiator here? It doesn't mean like the other person was favored. It doesn't mean like the other person got a different opportunity from what you are getting now, or they had connection of everything. It depends. Yes, some of these factors are there, but most of the time you find that those people who apply, or those people who put more effort in whatever they are doing, even if they don't have anything or anybody to depend on, their efforts will come. Because slowly they will be noticed. With no time, they will see that this person is really good, and I guess this we really need to do something about it. And that's how they will get their life from one place to another, even without traveling. Because they know, for me to become that somebody in the next 10 years, I have to put this effort so that I can make to be the person that I want to be. That is direction of your life. You know, my life is directed this way. So what am I supposed to do to make sure that I don't deviate from where I am right now, or I don't deviate from where I want to be? Some time back, I was sitting with a friend, and she was telling me about the life cycle. You know, we fail to notice how our life is, because you find that we normally take it like the life is it can be straight, like this is what it's supposed to be done. Yes, I can tell you even this is what I used to believe, because after high school, I knew I would go to the college or university. After that, I will get a job and continue with my life. But immediately you transition from that to now being you, the independent you, whereby you are supposed to figure out for yourself. You see, there is a huge gap from what you used to believe and what is happening on the ground. And for you, even after identifying that there is a gap and you know what to do, you also need to take care, because what to do sometimes can get you to the wrong place. Because this road is the road is not straight. And at some point, in whatever you do, you need to be cautious, because if you take a turn or a wrong turn, it will take you more time or more years for you to come back to where you are supposed to be. The third thing we are going to see is vision as intentional future. That's what I was talking about even right now. Intentional future is that this is what I want to be, and for me to get there, I should be intentional in whatever I'm doing. I should manage my time well. I should take care of what I do, what I eat, how I interact with people, because all these factors are determinants in our life, in our career choices, in everything we do. So if you don't live intentionally, that means your vision will just remain as a vision, but you will never live, or you will never be in a position to live the life you wanted to be. Most of the time, we define most of these things just of how we want to be, but we don't define them on what is not. So we've defined what is vision, but we fail also to define what is not vision, because we can define, and then now people will try to compare. Someone else will come and tell you, like, for me, I wish to be a doctor. For me, I wish to be this and this. And then you take it now from what you heard or what you learned from what is vision, and you try to compare with what they want. And now that also can make you deviate from whatever you wanted, because somebody came from nowhere with a wish, like this is a wish. And wish can just live as a wish, because this is something you desire to have. But if you're not doing anything to make this work, that means you will get lost. Somebody else will come with a motivation. Okay, I want to be, I did this, and I'm here today where I am because of 1, 2, 3. You'll now take the same motivation for the same person, what he or she applied, and you want now to put directly to your life. You want to apply directly to your life without filtering and knowing that, yes, this is the journey of this person. He or she went through this, and here he is right now. So if I can apply the same, not knowing that whatever he or she applied does not directly relate to your life, does not directly relate to whatever you do on a daily basis, does not directly relate to your future plans or your future goals. So that's what also we should differentiate from learning or identifying what is my vision. Let's talk now about the clarity of identity. When we talk about clarity of identity, it's knowing who you are becoming, not just who you've been. This is an in-depth of vision. It's knowing who you are becoming, not just who you've been. Most of the time, we tend to define our past more than our future. You find that somebody will be talking about their struggles, like their background. Me, I came from a poor family. We had this and this. Everything was not going okay. And even now, I'm still struggling. I'm trying to make a change. I struggled. I did this. I did that. But you are more focused on the past than what you are trying to build for the future. That also negativity, because most of the time the past comes with a lot of negativity. And if you dwell more on the negativity, that means going forward, many things will be negative. Many things that you're trying to do will not align with your purpose because you are more on the negative side. You just want to use your negative things or the past outcomes, whatever happened in the past, to justify where you are right now. And it doesn't work like that. Yes, you can have different things that went wrong, but that does not change your future. Your future starts now. And if you want to move forward, you need to decide that it has happened, whatever has happened, I'm in this position now, but what can I do today to make sure that my tomorrow will be much better compared to where I am today? When we go to the direction of life, like I was saying before, direction is knowing where your life is going, not hoping and not guessing. You know that I want to be this. So what am I supposed to do? I have to study hard. I have to make time for myself. I have to avoid things that can get me or redirect me from what I want. You know, we all know all these things. You want to be a successful person. What do you have to do? You have to wake up early. You have to wake up early. You have to work late hours. You have to sacrifice a lot. You even have to sacrifice your friends. The time you have with your friends. Maybe every day or every weekend you are going out with your friends, enjoying, partying. But if you really know what you want to be, yes, I'm not saying you don't have. You should not filter your friends. You do not cut of all your friends, but you should have time to understand that for me to reach where I am, these are the things that I am supposed to do, and these are the things I am not supposed to do. Yes, you can have some time, you catch up, because all of us need somebody. We all need someone to help us in our journey, and you cannot get anybody, or you cannot get that helper if you isolate yourself from the people. You need them, but you have to understand that despite of you needing these people, what are you doing with them? Whatever you are doing constructive, are they bringing impact in your life? If not, you know what to do. So we should learn. Without direction, what happens? You try everything. Today I come and tell you I started selling some corn from a little as much, maybe even as $20. I started selling corn. I took the first part, bought and then sell, got some profit, continue, did. After 1 week, I had sold. You know, that's somebody telling you about their experience. And now you think like, oh, my life has been really messed up. So maybe even whatever I'm doing right now is not right for me. Maybe I can try this corn business because I see it's making profit. If my friend was able to make this in a short period of time, why don't I try myself? Now you go, you had some little saving, you decide I'm going to do this, not knowing that the business or whatever your friend applied, because nobody will tell you everything. Yes, I might be your friend, but I cannot tell you everything. I just tell you what you want to hear. Nobody tells you what is inside there. Nobody tells you the struggles that are there. They just tell you the polished truth you want to hear. And that's why many of us, we have been failing, because we just see the outcomes, not the struggle. The next thing is you quit easily. Now, after trying this, you thought that this was a good idea for you. You have tried now this corn business, not knowing that maybe this person spent out of 24 hours, 20 hours out there trying to sell. And now you want to apply your 6 hours to get the results of 20 hours. It doesn't work like that. Before you know, 1 week you quit. You're saying, this is not my thing. I wish I had listened to my instinct. I wish I had even tried something else. Now, see, I had continued with whatever I was doing. Maybe I'll be somewhere now. Assuming now, whatever you took a lot of time trying to figure out this gone business. You spend maybe 2 or 3 months. If you were to stay consistent in whatever you are doing, then maybe you could have even figured out what you are supposed to do or what you are not doing right, and you will be somewhere now. You feel lost even when you are active, what I was saying, because you are in where you are not supposed to be. You just came because of peer pressure, because someone else did. And without knowing, You felt lost, even if you think that you are progressing. With direction, what happens? You are filter opportunities. This is very important. What does it mean? You filter opportunities. That means you know what to do. Yes, opportunities can be many. You find that people have different things, people come with different ideas, but you have to filter and understand, what do I need or where do I need to be? My vision is to be a doctor. But if I start now selling corn and my vision is to be a successful doctor, does any of that align? It doesn't align. So why do you need to keep forcing yourself in things that does not align? You stay focused. You stay focused, knowing that even though my things or whatever I'm trying to pursue now is not making any sense, by staying focused means that you are concentrating, you are learning on your mistake, you are learning on what you are doing, what other people are doing, and what you are not doing, and trying to implement. Because assuming now you want you are a business owner, you are just a startup, you have maybe started your company. It's a good idea, you have everything figured out, but you cannot just wake up today, you go and start tomorrow, and you get whatever you want. It takes time. And by taking time, that means you learn. You know, you can't really understand the mistake. You can't really understand the difficulty of something until you are in there. So when you are there, you know now, oh, maybe this is what I knew about it, but it's not. So what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to implement this. I'm supposed to drop this. I'm supposed to hire these right people. I'm supposed to drop these people. And that's how we learn slowly. And that's how we develop. Before we know, we are somewhere we wanted to be. We have achieved what we wanted, rather than trying to do everything at once. You cannot. We all cannot. And then by doing this now, you build momentum because you understand now what is really needed here. What do I need to do? And what do I need to avoid? You build momentum, you start understanding, you start getting the knowledge to apply. You start getting the motivation because you've seen results. You've seen that I'm heading somewhere. And by doing so, before you know, you are somewhere you wanted to be. Number 3 is about intentional future. Intentional future is a life you design and work towards daily. It is part of the vision that we are talking about. But without intention, what is happening? Without intention, where do we get lost? First of all, life feels random. Like I was saying, you just want to be everywhere, be anybody. When you see this, you want to be there. You are swayed by the life. You are swayed by how people live. Today, you see somebody driving. Tomorrow, you want to drive also, not knowing that this person is driving. Maybe even whatever they are driving is not theirs. And now you are salivating for the car they are driving, not knowing the real story behind that person on the wheels. Opportunities pass because maybe whatever you are doing, your opportunity was about to come through. But because of what you are trying to do, because of not having enough knowledge to know that I must stay focused, I must wait, I must give myself a chance to persevere for some few days, opportunities pass because the time the opportunity came, you are not there. And you know it cannot wait. They normally say chances always is or opportunities comes once. Yes, it comes multiple times, but that opportunity that you've been waiting for comes once. It cannot come today and come tomorrow. So if you miss today, that means you wait for the next time, and you can't really know when is the next time. You react to everything. You want to live an intentional future, but if somebody even tells you a joke, you start reacting, you start yelling, you start insulting the other party. You want to fight, you want to show that, no, I am this kind of a person, I don't entertain this and this. And you are saying you want to really have an intentional life. You are building your vision. You want to be somewhere. That's not how it works. Because if you want to be somewhere, you must understand that Not everything you take, not everything you consume, even when somebody even insult you when you're passing by the road, you don't have to interact with them because it's not about you. First of all, if this is the person, or even if it's your friend, he or she has insulted you for something you know you have not done, or for something you even don't know about it, why do you have to react? Why do you have to engage in something you know, if I do this, it can become something else? Because before you know, you are exchanging words, you are reacting, before you know, you start fighting. Now your vision, you have pushed, if you are supposed to have the vision you have been building in the next 5 years, this fight can affect you because you don't know where you will end up. Maybe you will end up hitting the other person, being admitted, before you know, they press charges against you, you go to jail. You see how life works. So you go, even if you go there, even sleep in that romance for a day or two, you will come back. You will not come back the same person. You know, it has affected your mentality. It has affected your life. People will see you differently. People will see like, oh, that is the violent guy who was doing this and this. You know, and before you know, you've drifted far away. I hope I'm still there, Brenda. You can confirm.
Yes, I'm getting you.
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear.
Thank you so much. Life with intention. As you can see, you plan your days. You act with purpose. You take control. What I was saying now. Somebody insulting you, but you being you, knowing that I want to be this person, you take control and you say, no, this is not the kind of things that I should be doing. I have more things to handle. I have more projects to do. I have a class to attend. I have a business to look after, not just engaging in things that does not add value to my vision. What are the frameworks of vision? We have talked about the identity, lifestyle, impact. When we talk about vision, it doesn't just happen. It has a framework. It has something you can refer to. It has something you need to know. Because you can't be having a vision and you don't have an approach. You can't be having a vision and you don't have a roadmap to guide you. Yes, you have defined the vision, you know now what is the vision, but you without knowing how I should approach this will not make any difference. It will just remain a vision that you created. What happens? Let me even ask you a simple question, and I need a genuine answer from any one of you. You can tell me. We normally do every year. We write our goals. Today on Fast, most people even start writing their goals on December 15. You say, I'm planning for next year. I want to do this and this and this. By 1st of January, each and everyone, we have all done. Even me, I've done multiple times. But when I look back and see the book that I wrote my goals, or what I want to do. Sometimes I laugh at myself because I'm even asking myself, why did I write this? Because we love to get good things. We love to have good life, but we don't love to go through the journey or the route for us to get what we want. That's why we cannot say life is unfair. It is fair because it rewards those who are consistent. It rewards those who are dedicated to achieving what they need. So the question is this: tell me or reflect on the things that you've set for yourself. Sometimes even you have an examination coming, you want to read for this examination. Can somebody tell me, after all this, have you really followed the approach you decided? You decided that for me to achieve this thing, I should not be doing 1, 2, 3, and I should be doing 1, 2, 3. Tell me how many percentage have you achieved from what you've already said, like how disciplined are you to make sure that if this is what I want, or if this is what you want to achieve, how many percent do you see yourself? You can even write on the chat box, or you can unmute and tell us how, from the goals you've set, have you achieved? Do you see yourself disciplined, or you get distracted on the way? I am waiting. I'm giving you just 3 minutes. Let me hear from someone. Brenda, also you can check on the chat box if there's anyone more. Anyone? Or we
No
continue?
hands up, and no one is making any comment in the chat.
Okay, we can proceed as you reflect on what I said. So vision frameworks, we have the first one, which is identity, what we have talked about. We have lifestyle, how do you want to live, and the impact, who do you want to help? Because the vision is not even about yourself. Because if you are there, each and everything you do correlates. Because you can't just be there and you are not helping somebody. Even if you have a good business, you are running a really maybe a good startup, at least you are helping somebody. Because when we talk about identity, it's who you are becoming. Identity is like you are a representation of yourself. Because if you achieve your vision, or if you achieve your dreams, each and everything that you did will come back to you. When they see this business, they will name it after you. You will be there. They will be asking, okay, who is this business? Who owns this business? And they will be saying, Brenda. They will be saying, oh, that is identity. They are using your success to identify you. When they see something, they say, oh, this one belongs to you. A lifestyle. How do I live daily? For you to get this vision, for you to achieve what you want, you know that on a daily basis, I should work towards my vision. I should take care of myself, because you cannot be working towards your vision and also you are ruining yourself. You are not looking after your diet. Maybe you are drinking, you are angry at people, you are fighting everyone. That's not how you want to achieve your vision. That's like going against what you want to be, because you can't be successful in one approach and you're failing in another one. These things should go hand in hand. Impact. These are the people you help, because whatever you do, even if you are a businessman, you are helping people. Even as you build, even as you work towards your vision now, you are helping somebody. You can't just wake up today and you achieve what you wanted without going through a certain phase, without somebody saying that, oh, I made this so and so, and he or she really helped me get what I was missing or what I wanted. Because it's a process that involves you, that involves people, that involves the society, that involves everybody. That is vision. Let's talk about why most people never change, or why does it feel like you are not achieving what you wanted. You have this vision, you really want to achieve something, you visualize that this is how, or this is what I want to become in the next 10 years. But what happens? That 100 people decide, and you find that most of the time, 95% won't change. They will just decide and live there, do nothing. But the rest, the small margin, which is less than 5%, are the one who will succeed. Because decision and actions do two different things. We've all decided, everyone has decided something. But when you check the time you decided something and the time you are supposed to achieve that something, do you see that if the results were to be tabulated, or if the results were about 100%, today you decide that I want to change my habits and the time frame is 3 months, how many percent do you think you will get by the end of 3 months? Food for thought. Change is a decision followed by consistent action that transform your identity. But why most people fail? Because fear of discomfort. You know, you want to be somewhere there, but you are not sure. Even if you are sure that these are the things that will happen, you are not comfortable with it. You are not comfortable with the change that you have decided. So you've seen yourself like, I want to work on my diet. Assuming you went to the hospital, maybe you got some complication, and the doctor told you, now for you to really stop this, or for you to heal, these are the things you are supposed to do. Most of the things, let's even assume you've been drinking for long. This is what happens. You find that maybe somebody has been drinking, and then after some time they are diagnosed with these serious diseases. For example, your lungs, maybe you get a lung cancer, and they told you, now for you for us to help you, you need to stop drinking. That's a decision that has been made that you should follow. That for you to really get your life back, you need to stop drinking. But tell me, you've been drinking for the past 10 years, and today they just say like, you are not supposed to drink anymore. You are not supposed even to go near those things. At first, it looks normal because you really want your life back. But being consistent is where you draw the lines. You will come today and you will come back today energetic, fully motivated that now I have stopped. Assuming even it's assuming you have like maybe 10 or 15 people who had the same problem that you have. And the doctor said, for you to be well, you need to stop this, whatever you are doing. You will come fully motivated, knowing that I will not stop. But the first day, you will pretend like everything is okay. The second day, the third day. By the fifth day, you are tempted, because this is something you are used to. And apart even from you being making the decision that I don't want this to happen, you have also the people around you, maybe your friends. You have these people who have been doing these things together, and they'll come now telling you, okay, they are saying they are coming to check on you, how you are doing, how is everything happening. And they will be even telling you the stories of how they went, and maybe they drank, they felt good, and you remember now the same feeling you've been feeling for a very long time, and now somebody is coming to tell you this, and the deal is you don't have to do this, because you are carried away from whatever other people are doing. You end up repeating what you are told not to, and that's why you fail. The same applies in every aspect in our lives. What about the attachment to discomfort? That attachment, yes, you feel comfortable in whatever you are doing. You feel comfortable in whatever in the drinking behavior. You are too attached that when you imagine your life without it, you just decide, no, let me just drink. Even if I will drink for the next 5 years and die, that's okay. Because you are too attached to whatever, to your comfort zone. You don't want to do anything that is uncomfortable. You don't want to experience how it feels to be in a place where you have not been in a long time. Lack of clear direction is something else that bring this or helps people not to change, because sometimes you even don't know what will happen. Sometimes you doubt. They said you can stop, if you stop drinking, you will be well. But sometimes you doubt and you say, what if, you just ask yourself now, what if it doesn't change? And I have stopped drinking. What if after all the evils that I have done or I've been trying to do don't work out? And the moment you have self-doubt, that's the moment you lack a clear direction, because you will be contemplating between the person who told you the truth and your instincts and your feelings and your mind. And you know, as human beings, we were made in a way that we love comfort. Our minds will settle for anything that is comfortable. So the moment you try doing something that is uncomfortable, your mind will be telling you, stop, this is not you, this is not the person you're supposed to do. But the mind is just there to play tricks on you. But if you say, no, stop, this is me and this is what I want to do, it will accept. It will be like, okay, so what are we going to do? We are going to do 1, 2, 3. And the mind will adapt. The start is normally hard. But let me tell you, your mind also can adapt to whatever the situation or to whatever circumstance you will direct it to. Because the mind will know, even if I try to convince this person has a strong mentality and he cannot buy to whatever I'm selling. So the only thing for me is just to accept, is just to go his way. And that's how you win. And that's how you win your life. And that's how you win. You have control over whatever you are doing. Fear of failure. Yes, they told you to stop doing this, but now you feel like, if I do this, if I can't do this, these people will judge me. They will be saying, why even did you try? Why did you promise that you will try and you did nothing? So that one also will come with some self-doubt, like, will I really manage this? Will I really be in a position to do what they told me to do? And if you can't, you start thinking about the outsider. You start thinking about the other people instead of focusing all your energy to yourself. This is a problem, because now you want to please people. You are doing to please people, not to make it up for yourself. Because remember, it is about yourself. It's not about other people. Everyone will be telling you this and this and this, but at the end of the day, it's about you, and you should be considerate on everything you are doing, because that is you. That is your identity. That's where you want, or that's what you want to be, or where you want to be. But if you fail to put yourself first, that means you are starting to fail even those who are depending on you. Because the biggest fear you should have as a person is the fear of losing yourself, not the fear of pleasing somebody else. Because you can't please somebody if you are not well yourself. So you work on yourself, then you can help the other people. Let's talk about career now. First of all, we have what we call career confusion. Passion is not enough. Passion without struggle leads to frustration. We are done with the passion. When we talk about career, this is something else. Because vision is whatever you want it to be. Career now is the path that you are taking to make sure you reach where you wanted to be. Because without career, you cannot reach where you want to be. Most of the time, we are passionate about some things, but passion is not enough, because you are passionate about something and you are not doing anything about it. So how will you get these things done? And you are not applying what is needed for you to reach where you want. career mapping framework. So you have decided on what you want. You really know where I'm going. You've even decided on the course that you want to do. You've decided on, you're fully aware, like, for me to be here, I am supposed to do this. And that's where career comes in. But career has also a framework that now if you are here, for you to move the next step, these are the steps for you to move to where you want to be. These are the steps that you want to take. Career mapping is a process of clearly planning your career path by identifying your goals, the skills you need, and the steps required to move from where you are now to where you want to be. And these are the things that are correlated. From the vision comes to career. I want to be a doctor. What am I doing to be a doctor? Your vision is to be a doctor, right? So what are you doing? That's why you see vision is equivalent to a destination. You know, it's equivalent to a destination. So my start still at the destination is after 100 meters. So I have step 1 to step 100. After step 100, that's when I can be whatever I wanted. Skills is equivalent to the currency. Your skills will help you reach where you want or where you want to be, because these skills will give you what? Money. Assuming you are skilled at graphic design. Maybe your vision is to start your own company, and right now the skills that you have is graphic design. How will this contribute to what you want to be? Because it gives you the resources to keep going. It gives you the resources to set the foundation of what you want to be. Opportunities. These are the doors that are coming on the way. You have studied. After studying, you get this. These are the skills now that will help you even also land the job that you want. It gives you the opportunities because you have the skills. You have the right knowledge to do what you are supposed to do. And when you get now these opportunities, that's where we talk about execution. You start working now, getting what you needed, working towards your vision slowly. It's not like something you just get up one day and you are done. It takes time. You'll start today in a small position. You work. You develop more skills. You continue the next. Before you know, you reach where you want it to be. As long as you are consistent, as long as you are putting the effort that are needed for you to progress. How to map your career? This is like a practical, like what I was saying. First, the vision is I want to, let's just take this as an example. You want to be a social media manager. Or you want to be a social media manager, what do you need to do? You know, my vision is to become a social media manager. What do I need to do? First of all, you want to learn the skills. And the skills of becoming a content a social media manager. You have content creation, you have copywriting, you have analytics. You have to learn about the platforms that you want to manage, all the platforms. And then afterwards, now, the opportunities. How do you get these opportunities? Because you know what you want to be. You have the right skills. How do I now put these things into action? Because sometimes you have everything, but again, without the opportunities, sometimes without the doors that are open for you or to welcome you are not even there. So what are you doing? What are you going to do? First of all, you create maybe if it's something you create your own way of making people understand like this is me in any field. I am sure right now it doesn't matter with the kind of technologies that we have. anything you can do. You don't have just to wait, because anything you can apply. Assuming you are a teacher, you studied teaching in campus, and you failed to get a job. What are you going to do? Will you just sit down and wait for 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 an opportunity, or you go create one? You know, right now we are living in a digital world. We could have these excuses if we were still in the past, whereby we didn't have like access to these platforms, to the kind of technology we have right now. But with the technology that we have right now, you can create something, even just something small, to push your vision. Because sometimes going back to start from afresh can take time. Yes, you've spent maybe 5 years in the university, you are done. You know, your parents also will be like, okay, since you are done, you are concentrating now on the other ones who are still in the process. So what are you going to do? You are applying jobs every day. You are doing all the things that you are supposed to do, but you are not getting any feedback. You are not getting interviews. You are not getting anybody to hire you. What are you going to do? You just have to apply what you know. It is a digital world. You can start creating something. You can start teaching, even in your neighborhood, even where you live. Maybe you have young kids. You can start teaching them. Maybe during the holidays, you reach out to parents like, okay, I did this, and I can be able to help your kids, instead of they are staying home for maybe a whole 2 months or 1 month. I can be here to help. Sometimes even you volunteer, because not everyone is willing to pay, because this is your idea. We don't have budget for this. But if you can volunteer for whatever reasons, that means you are creating awareness for what you can, awareness to other people, because life happens. Relatives even can come visiting, and they will be asking like, oh, where are those kids today? And they'll be like, oh, they went to there's a teacher around here, so they're like, you see how you create opportunities, how you create doors for yourself. It's not like you have to keep knocking every time. You have to create a door where there is no one. Because assuming this person now was having a difficulty with maybe the child was having some difficulty, could not he or she could not do this and this, and they have learned that there is somebody who is helping them. Of course, they will reach out. They'll say like, okay, even me, I was having a problem with my kid, this and this. Maybe you can connect me to them or to him, and that's where they come. Of course, you will not be saying, I'm doing this free, because you are offering your time, because you are trying to create something. But now this is the second one, you'll be like, okay, I will charge this. And that's how you create. Before you know, you reach where you wanted to be, even not using the other door that you are supposed to be keep knocking, because you created your own and now it has worked for you. So the same things applies here. If you see now this one, opportunities, you wanted to be a social media manager, the first thing they will start creating content daily. So on their social media, they are creating content maybe on their needs, on what they know, daily, and then they grow their personal profile. They were, like I was saying, they offer free work, like you're building portfolio. Someone is watching. What I knew, or what I've come to learn from my journey, is that someone is always watching. Someone is always watching. Whatever you do, somebody is always watching. It's just that, are you really consistent enough so that when this person changes their mind, or when this person needs your services, will you be there? Because they will be the first one to reach out. They might be following you even for very long, maybe even 2 years. They're just there watching and watching, and when the right time comes, because in this life, everything is related. You'll find even maybe they are not the one who need the service, but they have a friend who is asking about the service, and they'll be like, you know what, I've seen this guy who is really doing well. Maybe he can help you. And it doesn't mean like, also because you are doing this thing, you don't stop applying for the roads, because these are the temporary things. Before you start earning steady incomes from these things you're trying to create, it will take long. But since you have the skill, since you have the knowledge, you use this to keep you busy. You use this to make sure that you don't forget what you learned from school, so that when the time comes now for the real thing or for the real application you're supposed, or for the real job that you are supposed to work on, you have experience. You know where to start because you finished campus in whatever course you did. You have 3 or 4 years applying. Maybe you get your job offer after 3 years, and you have not done anything about it for the past 3 years. How do you think, or what do you think will happen when you get that job? I remember back, I also did the same. I finished studying in college, then now I came, tried to apply. I had done an IT course. Now, after finishing, you will now come to the job market. You are looking for a job consistently. You want to get hired. But now, nobody tells you the difference between what you learned in school and what is needed in the job market. So I applied. I remember one time asking my lecturer, like, because where I was studying, the teachers could apply for internship, apply for some part-time jobs. I remember asking my lecturer, like, what am I supposed to do? It's been hard. I'm trying to apply for these jobs. I'm not getting anything. And he was telling me, you just need to apply. Every morning you wake up, you need to apply like 10 jobs. At this time, you know what you learned, you thought like it will transition exactly to what these companies need. But to my surprise, what I learned is even worse than what they need, because I'm trying to check the job description and the things that I know, there is nowhere to live. And this is something that I knew immediately I'm done. I know I will get hired in a big organization. But no, I did not. So what did I do? I give up, or I just keep doing. After knowing that the skills that I have are not sufficient to get me where I want to be, what am I supposed to do? I had now to come back, like start afresh, and learn the skills that are needed. Because I am a web developer, a full stack web developer. Being a full stack web developer, there are things that you should learn. But for me, I did like a general course. Yes, I learned the basics, but the basics that I got from the university I went did not took me to where I wanted to be. So I had now to come back to a factory research and decided now, okay, if I want to be a web developer, these are the things that I'm supposed to do. It might take time, but at least I know I have some skills that can help me get to where I want. At least if I apply, they will be asking me, do you have this certification? I will say yes, and that's how I will get where I wanted to be. I hope up to there we are still together. Maybe if you have any question, you can ask before we go to the next to the final part.
We're together, and you can just run through in the next 15 minutes, so you have the last part 30 minutes to have all the Q&A.
Okay, thank you so much. All right, let's go to the last part, goal setting. What is goal setting? Goal setting is just you setting a realistic things that you want to achieve, and like it's simple. You want to achieve something, so what are you supposed to do? That's why we normally have what we call a SMART setting, which is being specific. Your goal should be specific. You don't just generalize things that I want to save 1 million by the end of the year. Yes, you want to save this 1 million, but after saving this 1 million, if this 1 million you are not specific, if you are not specific enough, you'll get this 1 million and then you end up using this 1 million, squandering this 1 million within 2 months, because it had no specific goal. That's why you should have a specific goal. I'm saving this 1 million to buy land. I'm saving this 1 million to buy a car. I'm saving this 1 million to build a house. I'm learning this skill to be what? I'm applying this job for what purpose? The second one is measurable. Is it measurable? Is it something that you can achieve? Because you cannot just want something that you can't get. So this is where you check, you double check your skills, your the power for you to achieve this, or to be able to achieve the goal, and also the will. The next one is achievable. It's whatever I'm setting achievable. Because if you want to save, for example, you can use the same example of saving 1 million shillings by the end, or $1 million by the end of the year. And the job that you are currently, you are being paid maybe $1,000. So if you're being paid $1,000, that means by the end of the year you are having $12,000. Where will you get the other remaining amount? And you don't have anything else that you are doing. So it will be achievable. It will also be realistic. The same. Because you cannot set something that is not realistic to yourself, because you can't aim high and your capabilities are way below, and timely also. Sometimes we just we want to achieve small things, or we want to achieve big goals within a short period of time, which is not good. Each and every goal should have enough time based on what we are looking for, based on what we want to get. That means big goals is useless without action. Motivation is temporary, and discipline needs what? Needs results. Let's talk about the system framework for goal setting. Everyone has a goal, but few people or few have a system. And goals without system are just wishes with deadline. Underline the one, but everyone has a goal, but very few have systems. And goals without system are just wishes with deadlines. Because you want to be this person, you want to achieve this thing, but you don't have the right tools to get you to where you want. What do you expect? What do you think it will happen in the long run? Because systems helps us build or get what we want to be. These are the things that are very strong. Even our body are made up of different systems. When those systems fail to work, we die. That means also in real life, in what we are doing, we should have systems that work for us. Because without a system, you will not get anywhere. Let me even give you a brief example. Many of you know these big brands. We are using these big brands. Let's say a simple example like KFC. You've been to KFC, or you've had, or you've even ate there at the KFC. This is a company that was started in the US, I don't know how many years ago. Many years. I am not sure even if the owner is still alive by today. If it was not for the system, that company will not be where it is right now. It has branches worldwide because it had a strong system. When the same person started, it started with a vision that I want this thing to be something that will help a lot of people. And for this to work, I should have strong system. I should have strong foundation that will continue working even when I'm not there. That's why if you see in this chart, we have a vision, which equates to the long-term results. And then we have now, you plan whatever you want to be into smaller actions. For example, here we have the vision is 1 year. 1 year goal. You divide now this 1 year goal into 90-day plan. That means into 3 months. And then after 3 months, you know that after every 3 months, after the quarter one, I should be somewhere. I know even all of us we did. And during the start of this year, we know that we want to achieve this and this and this by the end of 2026. So you had a vision, and from the vision now you split the vision into deliverables. Like after every month, I should have done this. And after these 3 months, now you also subcategorize into weekly action. So for me to achieve this, what am I supposed to do every day to accumulate for the week? And then after the week, you accumulate for the first month, the second month. By the end of the 3 months, I am some, or I have achieved even 50 or 70% of what I wanted to do in the first quarter. The same would apply after the first quarter. You'll know I wanted to achieve this. I wanted to achieve these 4 deliverables. Up to here, now I managed to achieve the first and the second one, maybe even at the third one. I did not manage to achieve the fourth one. What will you do? Because you still have something pending, and you have to continue. You check first, like whatever it is that is pending that I did not achieve. Is there something? Is there a setback that I faced that led to this problem that I'm having right now? You just reflect. You look through, or if this thing is really right for me, because sometimes we fail to achieve things because maybe the thing that you wanted to achieve is not right for you, or is not right for what you want to get in the long last. But now, because of our needs, because of the urge of having this, you fail to notice that maybe this thing happened for a reason. Maybe this was not something I am supposed even to do in the first place. You have to see through things. You don't have just to keep pushing, and whatever you are pushing is not right for you. It's not what you really need. Because at the end of the day, consequences will come. At the end of the day, each decision you made will have consequences. It will have the negative consequences and the positive consequences. It's not like because you've decided today that I want to work on myself, it's just like, okay, the decision is okay and it will apply to everybody. Remember, you standing by yourself, you have a lot of people around you. You have a lot of things that depend on you, even if they don't depend on you directly. That means your decision or your goal that you have decided you are going to do today will affect each and everyone there. And not everybody will be comfortable with your decision, because somebody else will feel like, okay, that means if this is what we have decided, that means whatever we were having, we're not going to continue anymore. Maybe you've decided, I want to work on myself. I want to work on my character. I want to work on how I have been as a person. I want to make a U-turn. Remember, some people knew you before this day. They knew you before you decided to make this decision. That means when you change now, it will be uncomfortable to them. And are you ready to take the uncomfort? You are ready to sit with it and accept that. I don't care what you think. As long as it doesn't hurt anyone, this is my decision I'm going to work through it. That is part of setting a goal and staying consistent, because not everything that you decide today will work out the way you want. You'll have challenges, but you have to know and understand that despite of whatever happens, I will stick to whatever I decided, and I will make sure it doesn't, or I don't break it. Why you haven't achieved your goals? This one have a lot of features, but I chose the 3 because these are the things that I consider carry more weight why we haven't achieved our goals. Because setting a goal is one thing and achieving it is something else. But if you see, most of the goals that we set, we don't achieve them because of inconsistency. You want something, but you are not consistent enough. You want to get clients, but you are not looking for these clients the way it should be done. You want to get that job that you are looking for, but you are not applying in the right way. You are not applying as much as you can. You are not applying in the right places. Inconsistency. You have to be consistent, because the goal that you decided that you want to achieve in the next 1 year, you can't wait until day 364, 365, then you start doing it and expect that by the next day, which is the end of 1 year, you will achieve. No. Every hour count, every minute count, every second count. So the moment you lose, that makes it hard for you to achieve whatever it is. Lack of structure. You want to be something, you want to achieve something, and you don't have the structure. You don't know where you want to start. Like I was saying, you want to become a social media manager, but you don't have the structure. You don't know where you want to be. How are you going to achieve it if you're not sure of where you are going? And the last one is you are easily distracted. Yes, you have the motivation, you even have the consistency, you have the structure. But when you face a setback, you are distracted, and now you start questioning everything. You start asking yourself if even this was the right thing. Because it doesn't matter how many times we fall. It doesn't matter. But what matters is how many times are we willing to stand up and continue. You can fall even 1,000,000 times, but are you ready to stand up 1,000,000 times? Because without the urge, without the faith, the mentality to know that whatever happened today maybe was just a test, or whatever happened was meant to happen to shape what I will be achieving, that means you will not achieve anything. Because not everything that comes your way is meant to break you. And as a believer, if you are a believer, you know that in the Bible, God said, I will not give you something that you can't carry. I will not give you a cross that you cannot carry. That means if it can't kill you, then you're good to go. Whatever the situation you are in, if you can still stand, you stand up and continue. Up to there, I've come to an end of my presentation. And the last quote, your life changes when you decide. And the decision alone is not enough until you act on it. So up to there, I just want to thank you for listening, and I welcome now any question that you might be having. Back to you, Brenda.
Right, and thank you so much for the amazing presentation. I hope everybody took the time to learn and basically take note of the key things that they feel can help them transition going forward. So we're gonna open up for some questions, some comments. We have about 28 minutes to do that. So if you have anything burning, some clarification that you'd like to seek, please feel free. Just put up your hand or drop your question or comment in the chat. Yes, sure.
Thank you. As you have all seen my name, I'm Sean. I just have a comment. I don't have a question. I would like to commend the presenter for a great presentation that he has done. Very precise and well organized, and also, he has a good ways of explaining the point he's trying to make. Maybe just in future, or if he should be taking us through a presentation, maybe tomorrow by the Emmanuel. I think Emmanuel was the one who had just did this presentation now. Vision casting career and career mapping. So I think his mind was not that audible enough. Like personally, I was struggling to try to raise the volume of my microphone here, and even sometimes trying to following keenly. It was not audible enough. That's my comments. And thank you.
Thank you. The volume was low. Yeah, we'll be able to have him increase his tone. Great. Mhm. We have a comment from somebody in the chat. Malish Kennedy. Thanks, Kennedy, for the comment and that quote. If anybody still has a question or comment, you're welcome. As you wait to share something, I would like to provide some comment as well. When we first did the first session, I don't know how many of us were there, where we were able to present on the flow or structure of this entire fellowship. And the fellowship was structured in 3 parts, where we have the foundation that talks about identity and emotional mastery. And the theme is, who am I becoming? And the purpose is for you to be able to build internal clarity, emotional intelligence, psychological stability, and also physical resilience as the foundation for sustainable personal and professional growth. So you were able to do sessions around limiting beliefs, emotional intelligence, mental health and psychological well-being, the boundaries, the resilience, physical health, all of those were basically to provide the foundation. Now, as we started today, we are on to the second pillar, which is the vision. This is basically going to be looking at direction, finance, and decision making. The theme for this entire pillar is, where am I going? So the purpose is to help you to develop a structured life direction, financial intelligence, and also strategic thinking skill, so that you're able to clearly define where you're going. And that is the foundation of today's session. I'm happy that we're all agreeing that today's session is powerful and that we're all going to try as much as possible to do what we have to do to get us to achieve that vision that we want to see. I'm going to share the link for the attendance here. So those who would like to complete the attendance, please. The link is there, so feel free to fill that out as you prepare to exit.
Before that, Brenda, I saw somebody on the chat board asking, I guess it's Tarir Brown, is asking about, I learned that in the case of South Sudan, career are being killed. People end up being employed in directions of things they have not learned. How can we call that in terms of career development? I guess we did not talk about this because also you find at some point maybe whatever you've been trying to get is not going through. Yes, we've been there. Even if I start share my journey now, you will be amazed. But what is the end goal? Sometimes also you look at the situation that you are in, and you just try to visualize where you want to be, and even though you studied something else, and the kind of position you are getting is different from what you learn. Sometimes I saw somebody even on the comment saying that it's not, you should not be afraid to buy food, because if you stay stuck and wait for that same thing that you really wanted, sometimes it doesn't come. But maybe I did not talk about this. Sometimes what you want or what you need is not really something that will get you, is not something that is long term. You can find that maybe, even let me ask you this simple question. When you were growing up, when you were still young, you wanted to be something. If you see yourself where you are now, did you become that something that you really wanted to be? Because that was the goal. When you, since the day you started nursery school, going to primary school, that thing stayed for long. It's not like you, this year you said you wanted to be a doctor, then after 1 year you've decided, no, I'm not going to be a doctor. It took time. You started wanting to be a doctor, and then you continue, maybe because of some challenges. You want to be a doctor, but maybe some challenges there, you are facing some challenges back at home. You are not able to go into a good school so that you can get good grades. By the end of you finishing primary, you got grades that cannot maybe take you to a good secondary school. So you go to another just another secondary school. You also work towards you really want to be. You work hard, but because of also maybe some other challenges there, you're facing some financial challenges, school fees, it affects your mentality. By the end of that, you got grades that do not guarantee you becoming a doctor. Your life will not stop there. You have to continue, and you will get what you will pursue what your grades can get you. That's why in life you end up like, yes, sometimes you really want something, but you fail to get, based on where you stand at the moment, based on the situations. But you also don't forget that in whatever you do, yes, you did this and you got maybe an opportunity to do something else. If at that particular point you don't have anything else and maybe you're struggling financially, it's another opportunity also to learn, because this person maybe is giving you an opportunity in where you don't you don't know, you have no any idea that, but they have trusted you that you can do this. That means they're giving you an opportunity also to learn, and the best learning is the one you get from experience. So it doesn't matter where it doesn't matter really like what you get. What matters is your mentality. Can you really adapt, or will you be living in denial that I really wanted to be this, but I got this? I wanted to be a teacher, but now they're telling me to be a businessman. Yes, you have the skills of being a teacher, but now you are exploring, giving you a chance to explore more. So you don't have to feel like your career is being dragged down. You just have to take it with a light note that this is something that can help me. This is something that can also build my portfolio, because I will have a fast portfolio that I have this experience. I did this, but also I have done this. So it will help in whatever you are looking for, because maybe at that particular time when you are applying now there, they will need somebody with a different background. They will need, yes, somebody with this position, but has had some experience in a different background. That's why supporting documents are there to help you, because after or even when you are working on this other job, you will get recommendation from there. So if you present this recommendation, to even uplift your application, and maybe after some time you will get what you wanted to do. So pivoting it's not a bad thing. It's just a redirection that, yes, as you are waiting for what you want, you can take this route. Maybe it will help you. That's why you find that these people like didn't start where they wanted, and even their lives is much better compared to whatever they wanted. But also don't forget to to filter some things, because not everything will come your way is what you're supposed to take. You just have to see if right now I need money, or right now I need some financial I'm down financially and I need money. So what can I do? There's this job that has presented itself. I can do this job as well. I'm looking for the best. So that's how it will be. I hope the read have answered your question. Tarir? I don't know if
It's okay.
yeah, okay. Thank you so much. I see also so one from Nixon Lomini. Michael is asking what factors are to consider when choosing a career. There are different factors. First of all, the factor number one that you should consider when choosing your career is depending on where you stand. Because if you just maybe finished high school, you want to transition to go to the to university, you see your grades. Sometimes the thing that you want does not even come near the grades that you have. So you compare, like, I want to be this. These are my grades. Can I fit? Yes. If I can't, and this is really something that I want, so what else do I need to do for me to get where I want to be? Yes, you can start from a lower certification, assuming you can't go to degree direct. You can start from diploma, then you transition after some time. It will take time, but at the end of the day, you'll get to where you want. The next thing, and also this is a huge factor that will be considered, is the market, because you can't be learning something that is hard or it can not help you. Because right now you see with the development of the way that the world is moving, also you should consider things that are needed urgently now, because you can't be studying something that was relevant 20 years ago. Right now, it might not be relevant. So you must really consider, if I am choosing this path, will this path really help me to get where I want? Because I feel, or I know maybe many of us feel the same, that we all need money, because money is the necessity that we want to get us the life that we want to be. Regardless of whatever we're doing, these careers, everything, apart from the knowledge that we will gain from all these fasting, the end product is that we get money. And then this money now will facilitate us to get the real or the life that we want to be, to live the dream that we all wanted to be. So we also check the market that, yes, I want to be this and this. So if I take this route, will this help me get what I want? If not, you just leave and try something else. And lastly, you also check on yourself, because not everything that we want we are able to achieve. Because sometimes you want something but you are not consistent enough. You are that person who, like, when something happens, you lose hope. So you just look at something that you are comfortable in doing, because you've been yourself for a very long time. You know what can work for you and what can't work for you. So you can't really yearn for something that is unrealistic to yourself. You just have to really consider yourself also in it, because some things need more of what you can give. So you make sure you consider all those factors. I know there are still a lot of factors, but I guess those are the main things that you should, as a person, look right now. So I hope Nixon, I've answered your questions. Next one.
Yes, probably dropped off the meeting. So for those who are struggling to find the option for today's session, check option number 26 on vision casting and career mapping and strategical setting.
Thank you.
We
Thank you
still
so
have
much.
a couple of minutes. Yeah, if somebody has any questions, you can still raise your hands and share. If not, please feel free to complete the attendance and you can leave the meeting.